So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how that live-action Scooby-Doo dog almost became a puppet, and what does the Jim Henson Company have to do with Scooby-Doo? So, what are we waiting for? Let's talk about it! So if you were like me and you grew up in the early 2000s, you probably remember seeing a lot of Hanna-Barbera and classic cartoons being turned into live-action movies. Just to name a few of my favorites, there were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Flintstones, Garfield, Fat Albert, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Underdog, and of course, one of my many favorites, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, also known as Scooby-Doo the Movie, is a 2002 live-action film based on the Hanna-Barbera Saturday morning cartoon series of the same name, and was the first of many Scooby-Doo live-action films. The film was directed by Roger Gosnell and written by James Gunn, based on a story written by Craig Titley and James Gunn. The film also starred a core group of celebrity talent like Freddie Prinze Jr. as Fred, Sarah Michelle Gellar as Daphne, Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, and Linda Cardellini as Velma. And personally, with each of their characters, I feel like they knocked it out of the park. It's just like watching the cartoon. Now, while doing some research, I got this info from Muppet Wiki, and I've been told in the past that you can kind of take some things from Muppet Wiki with a grain of salt. Some things are on it, some things are not. So don't get mad at the messenger, I'm just telling you what I found. So originally, the Jim Henson Company was brought in to create a live-action puppet of the Scooby-Doo character. David Barrington Holt worked uncredited as creative supervisor and character designer for Jim Henson's Creature Shop at the time. According to sculptor Brian Wade, a full-size stand-in puppet was built for Scooby-Doo, but replaced for the final film by a CGI character. So it's like good and bad. The Scooby-Doo puppet is still available today and can be seen on display at the Jim Henson Company if you go on the studio tour. If you go see like Puppet Up or something like that, a bunch of people have shown Scooby in the hallway kind of chilling there. Matthew Lillard, who plays Shaggy and has voiced Shaggy throughout several newer Scooby-Doo cartoons, while currently filming Five Nights at Freddy's, got to take a reunion picture with the Scooby puppet that he posted to his Instagram. Neil Fanning, who is the live-action voice of Scooby in the Scooby-Doo live-action films, was actually gifted a posable Scooby-Doo prop head that they use for like stand-in scenes and stuff like that. Try to figure out how the lighting would be when they would go to CG in like the CGI Scooby.
Matt Lillard, the legend he is, organised with Warner Brothers to have the fiberglass head of Scooby that they used when they were coming through the visual effects team after we'd filmed the scene and do what's called a clean plate. So there's no one in the scene. It's just the lighting. The Scooby-Doo head with us, it's really heavy. Visual effects supervisor would hold that in one hand and in the other hand you have a ball, like a bowling ball, which is chrome. And what they're trying to do is match the lighting that was just in that scene to Scooby. So the light's going to bounce off the chrome ball and onto Scooby. And the computer guys match the lighting so that when they build Scooby in the computer, he looks seamless. Matt was kind enough to organise with the producers to give me that as a wrap gift.
So now another weird technically tie-in to the Jim Henson Company and Scooby-Doo, that in 2013 a direct-to-video movie was released called ScoobyDoo Adventures: The Mystery Map that features puppet versions of the characters and involves several puppeteers and Muppet alumni. Eric Jacobson, Matt Vogel, including Peter Linz, Stephanie DeBruzzo, and the movie was produced by David and Adam Rudman's production company, Spiffy Pictures, who have also worked on several Puppet and other Muppet productions. David puppeteers and voices Scooter and also Cookie Monster, and I believe several other Muppet characters as well. Although this movie is not affiliated with the Jim Henson Company, it's still pretty cool to know that some Muppet puppet people from the Jim Henson Company had a hand in this film. No pun intended. Also, if you guys are wondering where these puppet characters are today, I definitely recommend you go check out the YouTube channel, JB and Millie. They cover a lot of awesome Scooby-Doo content, and they actually got an interview with well-known puppeteer Stephanie DeBruzzo on maybe the whereabouts of these puppets. I linked that video in the description below, and definitely go let them know that Justin Dog's Puppets sent you. This is kind of like a little side note. Whatever products they released, they actually didn't feature a lot of the live action version of Scooby. There's more of the classic cartoon version that everybody knows. Personally, I don't have a problem with it because I love the original Scooby-Doo, and I think that's a great way to pay homage and a good nod to the original. And not to say that a good majority of products that were released did not feature the live-action Scooby, but unfortunately, a lot of it didn't. I don't know if that was because Warner Brothers and the producers and the marketing team wanted to play it safe. We have some random strange-looking real-life dog in the Happy Meal toys or the posters or clothing. Kids at the time probably wouldn't recognize who that is. So it would be best just to keep the classic cartoon dog on the merchandise. This is pretty much like the show and tell part of the video. So here's a Scooby-Doo Ultimate Joke Book with, of course, the live action cast on the front. As you look in the inside, it features the classic cartoon characters. And the only time we see the live action cast featured in this joke book are on these like little movie posters on the inside, which really isn't a bad thing, but I guess for them that was their way of serving both the live action fan and of course the classic original Scooby-Doo fan. I also have this Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed movie scrapbook, and this book of course features all of the live action cast. And on a trip to my local thrift store, I found this really cool, the Scooby-Doo The Essential Guide, but it also features the live action characters in this book as well. I think it's awesome that they have a whole page dedicated to the live action movie called A New Mystery. Now, one rare item that I didn't know about that I found about a month ago, I thought was really cool. Check this out. Look how awesome this is. This is a 2002 Scooby-Doo promotional mail-in Minute Maid bobblehead. And again, you can only get it by mailing in that you wanted this thing. Not only is the packaging cool and gives a throwback to that 2002 time era, but at the same time, giving total respect to the live action Scooby-Doo dog. Like I said before, they didn't make a lot of items with the live action Scooby-Doo dog, so I think this was the coolest thing ever when I saw it and found it. And again, there's only several of these out there online, so if you find it and you're a Scooby-Doo fan, I definitely recommend that you get it. There is the Minute Maid logo right there, along with the original Scooby-Doo logo, so Scooby-Doo bobblehead. And then there's the live action logo right there as well. And here's Scooby looking all Scooby-Doo-ish right here. There's his famous collar. Behind him are some tiki heads to represent, the island, spooky island that they're on. At the bottom here is Enjoy Minute Maid Premium Blends. Leave me a comment below letting me know what has been your favorite Scooby-Doo film, series, live action film of all the entire Scooby-Doo franchise. I would love to hear about it. Hey! Thanks so much for watching this fun, awesome puppy-related video. I hope you learned a lot, and if you did enjoy it, please do me a favor and go check out the next one right here on the screen. Kermit, myself, and Scooby think you will enjoy it, and we'll see you over there. Until next time, take care, and well, have an awesome day.